Hello and welcome to Conversando, Fondo. Since 2008, the MDC North AI and Robotics Club has served as a vital hub for innovation and hands-on experience. Built on the foundation where industry leaders and students collaborate, the club provides a unique space for members to bridge the gap between classroom theory and real-world application. In our first segment, we dive into the future of tech with the club's leadership. Joining me now are Arturo Caicedo and Luigi Cedeño, President and Vice President of the MDC North Campus AI and Robotics Club. Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's a pleasure to be
I'm doing good, man.
We're going to talk about something that now is obviously the new technology that is going around, which is AI and the robotics. So, but before we start, who created the club?
Manuel Caramez, back in like 2008, maybe 2 years after I was born. So, and it's an old club.
Yeah.
But he's been here since the very beginning.
He's your professor, no? He's one of the professors?
One of our professors. He's always in there willing to teach us, like no matter what.
Yeah, he was the one who actually contacted me to do the show because he wanted to expose, what you guys are doing and all this technology. And as a matter of fact, we on the last segment, we're going to be in their space, going around to show us what they do. So you were talking, before we started recording, you were talking about you guys won some events now?
Okay. So maybe for like a very long time, out of pocket, from my understanding, Caramez, he would buy like these like mechatronic lab robots from a company called Quanzer. And so eventually, like over time, we have these like little self-driving cars called the Q car. And so there was a competition where a bunch of universities internationally compete on who can make the best self-driving car algorithm. It was like 60 universities, like 15 in the US, 15 in like Africa. Like it was a lot in Dubai, like so much in Dubai, actually. I don't know why, but and we actually qualified for that competition, which is a really big achievement for us because I've been working on trying to get us into that competition for like a year, like 1 year of my life.
Have you guys won anything or no?
Not as of yet. From my understanding, this is the first international competition that we've actually gotten into. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So hopefully next time you win.
Yeah, no, we will win. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Luigi, why is it so important for the students to be able to join the club once they're studying the career,
Well, I started on the club like the first time that I started on the club, I was trying to understand which is my career really. I started as a pre-med student.
Oh, wow.
I changed it to biomedical engineer, then to mechanical.
Even worse.
I'm not ending right now in electronical, trying to pursue robotics.
Yeah.
I will say that, at least for me, the club is a good experience just to check it out, how is all the thing, because I'm fascinated how you can make these things work and make your own tools for all the things that you want to do and create new skills. So if anytime you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good, because it's what I was saying at the beginning, that you're learning whatever in class, and then you come over here and put it in practice.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you both have the same major. What is the major?
Electrical and computer engineering.
For the BEA?
For the bachelor's, yes.
Bachelor's degree?
Yeah.
Okay. For students who might feel intimidated by AI and robotics, how does the club create an entry point for beginners to start building and coding?
Okay. So honestly, what we like to do is we like to get them started on Arduino, like simple Arduino. We kind of hold their hand through like the whole entire process, so they don't feel like they're getting thrown in the water and that and they can't swim. So what we do is we're like, okay, we teach them basic logic, because really anything programming, it's not just about like just writing it down and having like the syntax. It's about understanding the steps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So example, let's say they have an LED and they have a button. They know that the logic behind that would be if I press this button, this LED turns on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so that simple kind of logic, when it's scaled up, it can be a lot more advanced. Like it can be like, okay, now I have a distance sensor, like a sensor to measure distance. Okay, now if I approach this sensor at a certain point, I want this LED to light up, and then I want this to happen, then I want this to happen, then I want this to happen. We kind of try to walk them through the logic, and we just kind of hold a hand through it. So,
which is very good, because even in television, you need something, because you learn all this stuff on in the classroom, like I was saying, but it's not until you put it in practice. So it's always good to have somebody that will take you, like you say, by the hand, and because sometimes in TV they're not like that, you know. They you don't know anything, just get out of here, get out of here. But it's good that at least you guys do that, so that way, you know, the student will feel better. In what ways does the club collaborate with other departments at MDC or local tech companies to enhance the resources available for your members?
Well, right now we usually work like side by side with the MDC directly, like MDC the tech department, when they usually call for events or some publicity on how to teach robotics and how to have a little foundation of everything about that, or just to say for an event, hey, we have these things, we can teach new to students, or some kind of publicity. Just we work with them. With another companies, we don't say like we have sponsors or something like that, because all our funders are from MDC. Karames is one of the principal founders of MDC.
Okay.
He built the club with his own money.
Wow.
All the things.
and Dr. Cruz White as well.
Dr. Cruz White.
Yeah,
Head of the math department.
she couldn't be here.
Yeah, she couldn't be here, but she is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're in this age of AI and which is everything's so important. Actually, we're going to record stuff at Kendall campus. We go to Wilson campus to have speakers do that. So looking at the current landscape of automation, what is one ethical consideration of the big picture problem your club hopes to address through your work, especially in AI, because nowadays they do like a graphic and everybody thinks, oh, that's a real thing, like they're trying to put people's faces into pictures that they're not real, or make videos. Yeah. There's like a bunch of video of even the president dancing. I laugh about it because the last one was dancing, doing the moonwalk for Michael Jackson. So, and it looks perfect. But how can you address that with the students that they show up for the club?
Honestly, the only way to address it is by showing people what it actually is. The only way you can, there's not any way of really stopping the growth of AI, because that's not something we can really control. It's more like the companies who actually distribute those softwares. But the way we can kind of help with that thing is by teaching people about it. Because, example, my mom, she sends me AI videos all the time. She has no idea what AI is. So she thinks that is real. And so once they understand what it actually is, they'll be able to recognize, okay, this isn't real. This guy has two hands. You get it?
Show her the cats video. I love those.
Yeah, no, she's been sending me videos of my mom. This isn't real, but she has no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. Yeah, because people out there, they don't know, they don't understand, how things work, and they don't know that this technology is there. The last word, Luigi, before we go into the break, how can you address that issue with AI?
The ethical consideration of all of this. Actually, I'm taking a class like that, literally call it Artificial Intelligence and Ethics.
Oh,
so
good.
I can discuss it in a way of how our privacy is managed between the companies. I would say that we have to have better regulations in law, how they do that. But in the normal society, how they make things, they put in faces on all the things, it's like Arturo said, basically educate people in what it is AI and how they can differ from another parts or other things.
Yeah, that's good. So now we're gonna go to a break. Arturo and Luigi, thank you so much for being here. And if you want more information about the MDC North Campus AI and Robotics Club, please scan the QR code on the screen. Their meeting room is 1246 at the MDC North Campus AI Center. We're taking our first break. When we come back, 2 more students will be here to talk about their experience. We'll be back.
Are you ready to embark on your career journey at Miami-Dade College? With an impressive array of options, including 15 baccalaureate degrees and over 160 associate degrees, there's a perfect fit waiting just for you. Whether you prefer in-person, online, or hybrid classes, we've got you covered. As the largest degree-granting institution in the nation, Miami-Dade College is committed to guiding you towards success every step of the way. Discover your path with us today.
Thank you for staying tuned. Now we will hear the side of the students who are part of the club. And now I'm joined by Alfredo Barquero and Max Macana, both members of the AI and Robotics Club here at my MDC North Campus. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be.
You're studying the same thing as Arturo and Luigi, you told me. What brought you into the club?
Well, for me, since I was studying, at first I studied mechanical engineering, and I was really intrigued with robotics, right? And then when I went in the club because it was like the only engineering-related club there was in MDC North. I decided to join, and I stayed ever since. And then I switched majors after that too.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
What about you?
For me, my life has always been robotics. I mean, ever since 5th grade and then on to high school. And so I knew I was gonna have to be a part of the robotics club. And so I came to North Campus and I just walked around and I asked, hey, is there a robotics club? And then they pointed me somewhere. And I went there, and I remember I opened the door and they were having a meeting. I just said, hey, is this a robotics club? And they said, yeah, sure, walk in.
Okay, that's good. At least they accept you right out from the street, like they say, Beyond the technical side of coding and mechanics, what soft skills like teamwork or project management have you developed since joining the club?
Communication. Communication is key. You don't have any major project without communication, because what can one person do? And how can someone else work on your project unless you convey your ideas and your goals with the project, especially how to do it. Another one is
Planning.
probably planning. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys work in teams, I guess, no?
For some projects, yes, but like sometimes we have like a few different projects. Like he's on his own projects.
You gotta be special, huh?
Yeah. I'm currently doing a Rubik's Cube solver with 2 other people, and right now we're just on like the development stage, on like designing it and like coding it out and everything.
If you had to show a visitor one thing you built or programmed here that you are most proud of, what would it be and why?
I would honestly say probably the Q car or one of his projects that he has. Because, I mean, that drone you built was by yourself, right? Yeah, he fully built that drone by hand with funds from the club.
What about you? The same project?
I would say probably the Q car, because all of my projects, most of my projects I just built on my own because I like them. I like the challenge. I like the fun of being able to say I built this, and they're cool and all for me. But in order to really engage someone into robotics, I would show them the Q car. The Q car is just, to me, it's like the pinnacle.
For somebody outside, what is that product, the Q car?
The Q car, it's an autonomous car like a Tesla or a Waymo, but it's just scaled down to the size of an RC car. But it keeps most of the electronics, so the cameras and the sensors, and the company that makes it, Kwanzaa, gives you a course as well to go with it. so that you could learn how to build a self-driving car. And it teaches you each step. For example, the software side of it, the hardware side of it. It teaches you all these different things in a way that you can walk out of it learning something. And at the end, it's something with meaning. I mean, it's an autonomous car
Yeah.
that drives around on its own.
Yeah, and that technology can be taken into the real world. A bigger car, like you said, a Tesla or any other self-driving car. Are you okay with those self-driving cars? I've seen videos where people are sleeping behind the wheel, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of claims that say, oh, the self-driving car is, the model behind it is very bad, but if it's one model behind 10,000 cars and it's been driving for years, that's billions of miles it's driven. And so I think on average, we could look at it as how good is it over 30,000 miles versus a normal driver.
Yeah, no, there's a movie in the late 1990s called Time Cop. And at the end, he says, "So take me to my house." So the car drove. A car with no windows. But anyway, do you think we're ever going to get there? Where are we just tell the? Because I think about that every morning when I have to get on the expressway to come over here to work, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. So I just put, take me to MDC North Campus. Do you think we'll ever get there?
I mean, when you think about the logic behind a car, it's two dimensions. It's forward and then sideways. And so we've built more complicated stuff, but the problem isn't the car, the problem is everything around the car. The roads. I mean, there's some roads in Miami that are very rough and then some that are very nice. Like in Brickell, you might have a different road than say around here that has potholes or obstructions or anything. And so
well, downtown has a lot of construction, so
yeah.
I even just got into an accident recently because people don't. That's the thing, people don't know how to drive. So I'm hoping that will work someday, but I'm more in like expressways or something, where
Yeah, I mean, there's been history of self-driving cars in Germany since I think 1988.
Oh, right. Oh.
That's when the first one really came out, and now we have cars like the Waymo where they need like a previous scanning and they could fully navigate themselves.
I know, I've seen those where there's no driver and then it's just one person behind. They're nice cars, they're Jaguars. Wow, I just have a few seconds to go. If somebody wants to join the club, what they should expect, from joining this club?
They should probably expect to learn a lot. Me, when I graduated high school, I had basically no engineering experience whatsoever, right? And just 1 or 2 years here, I got to develop more skills and to catch up with, and I'm able to understand half of what they do with the autonomous car, key car, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And they also have to be very determined as well.
That's very good. And you say the same thing?
I would say the same thing, and I would add on that I would expect a very open environment, because one thing we strive to be is very welcoming. You don't have to have an autonomous car project to be a part of the club. Mm-hmm. Any project with STEM, we welcome with open arms, and we will help you if you need it.
Yeah, but every project, before we go, and I'm sure that every project, anywhere, even in NASA, everything is worked through a team, because somebody will have more knowledge on one thing than the other, and that's why they get to the middle, and then they create all this stuff that, the autonomous car, that really works, So thank you, Alfredo and Max. Thank you for being here. And if you want more information about the MDC North Campus AI and Robotics Club, please scan the QR code on the screen. Their meeting room is 1246 at the MDC North Campus AI Center. We're taking another break, but when we come back, we're going to visit their area and see them in action. We'll be right back.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Welcome back. As promised, we're going to visit their space and peek into their creations. So, by the magic of AI, I will travel to their classroom. And so, by the magic of AI, I'm here in 1246 in the room where they do all this stuff, you know, the coding and creating all this wonderful stuff that actually you guys are going to be using in that competition.
Yeah.
41 countries.
It was 41 countries, I think 63 universities, and only 9 remaining.
And you guys are one of the 9.
Yes.
That's
and it's
good.
all universities, all
Wow.
bachelor. It's mostly PhD students we're competing against.
Oh,
actually.
really? So
Mostly PhD and masters.
that's good. That's good.
It is crazy.
So what is it that we're going to see here? You're showing the Q car.
I'm just showing one of its like very basic functions. On top of it, there's something spinning, and what that's doing is it's sending out light and it's receiving it back over and over again at a certain frequency. And as if you look over here, you can see the entire map that it's building. And if you see this gray area here, this is an occupancy grid.
Yeah.
So what this grid is, it's basically the likeliness of something being at a certain position. If I put my foot there, it's gonna look like there's something black here.
Yeah.
And it's not really that there's something there. It's the likeliness of that object being there. So that's one of the basic functions.
And that's the one that like the Waymo cars, you know, that you see on the top of the roof.
Yeah. If you look at Waymo's, you're gonna notice it has a bunch of stuff spinning around it and stuff on the top of the roof.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's a LiDAR.
Okay. And then here you code it.
Yeah. This is one of our lane keeping programs. I'm gonna show you in the virtual simulation what this would look like, but it's maybe like this is only 100 lines, but it consists of like the lane Stanley node, which is just the Stanley controller, which is one of the controllers that controls the steering.
Yeah.
I also have something to visualize it on a graph, and the trip planner, which actually, okay, if I go over here, I go over here. This is how the waypoints are affected depending on if there's a stoplight there or if there's something there, because the whole purpose of that competition, the physical stage, is who can make the most efficient car. So let's say I want to go on to the roundabout, but if I go from where I'm at right now and I go to the roundabout, there's a stop sign in that position. There's a bunch of different ways you can get to that roundabout. Which one is the fastest way? And so that's what Trip Planner takes care of.
Okay.
We're dealing with more than like 2,000 lines of code.
Yeah. And I see here that you need to know like computer programming, no?
This is all in. We opted for Python because when it comes to AI and all those different things, Python is actually a lot easier. It's more intuitive. If you want to learn how to program, I'd say start with Python, but we also work in C++ for all the hardware nodes because it's faster. C++, even though Python is easier, C++ is more faster than Python.
Okay.
So I can show you that right now, actually. If you go to here, let me launch sources. This is the LiDAR hardware.
Okay.
This one is like 300, 400 lines of code. And this is just in C++.
Yeah. So now I guess we're going to go to the other side of the room because I have the Luigi and Max going to show us something. So with the magic, we're going to go back to the other room. So here we go. So now I'm here with Max. Max is going to show us something. So what is this that you have here?
So this is my project. I've worked on it just by myself so far. It's going to be an autonomous tank. It's going to work a lot similar to the Q car, where it's going to use the same suite of sensors, so cameras, LiDAR, and it's going to be able to make a map of the world around it, and it's going to be able to navigate through that.
That's good, because that way if you you create something like that, the military can use it and no people are going to die, you know?
Yeah, so there's a robotics company called Serve working in downtown Miami, and they have essentially a tiny robot, a lot bigger, but the idea behind it is when you order Uber Eats or when you order something to be delivered, why would you have a 2 or 4,000 pound vehicle driving all around just for like 20 pounds of cargo. So you can have these robots roaming around, and they would actually be doing the deliveries instead. And it'd be a lot more efficient. Prices will go down too, because you don't have to worry about wear and maintenance on the vehicle. And so that's the point of this. Really, I'd like this to go to Chick-fil-A and come back. And we'd be able to bring our food.
We do have a Chick-fil-A here, so that would be good. So you say that you printed this in those 3D printers?
Yes. So the black thing on top, that's actually a camera gimbal. And that's how we're able to see the world relative to the robot. And the other plastic pieces are printed here.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's so nice. I love all this stuff that it looks great. I know I won't be able to use it or how to even design it, but that's why we need the club people to show up for the club and be able to learn all this stuff. And now we're gonna go into the other place where we have Luigi. Luigi is gonna show us an arm. What is this?
So this is a robotic arm, basically by the company of Quantum. I was one of the few people that worked on this project, but not onto making it, if not how to research and work with it. Actually, I made a lot of information on how the internal math and the physics of this work just to make it work. Because, for example, if you want this to pick it up like any object in any space, you have to do a lot of math. But includes after that, you have to take into account like noise or other things that can make a mess with it. Actually, I have even on that board a lot of the math that I had to do with this. So I took this project as a way of research for me.
Okay.
And a way of motivating our students that are joining the club to see, at least in my way, how we can do with all these type of projects.
Yeah. And those like arms, they use them in the auto industry to. It's almost the same thing, no? The ones that are making cars.
Yes, but another part that I'm researching, that is the most important part of the industry, is about safety.
Oh, for let's say there's a bomb or something, they send this arm and then they can pick it up.
Oh, not only that. When you're operating an arm, a big arm can kill a people. If you choke with them, crash with them, it can kill anybody. So they put something like soft limits, brakes, or shock sensor to avoid being on the trajectory of a person. That's some of the safety models that I want to research on this related with robotics arm and how to manage all of this.
Wow, that's incredible. So, like I said, please remember to come over here and try to join the club, because you're going to learn a lot, not only from the professor, but also from the students that are already here. So with that, I'm going to run back to the studio. Here I am. I'm back from their room. It was a great visit, so I hope you come and join them. But if you need more information about the MDC North Campus AI and Robotics Club, please scan the QR code on the screen. Their meeting room is 1246 at the MDC North Campus AI Center. And that's it. Remember that you can watch all the episodes of Conversando Fondo on YouTube channel at youtube.com/MDC-TV or by scanning the QR code on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications about new episodes of this and other MDC-TV programs. That concludes this episode of Conversando Fondo. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Tony Leal, and I'll see you in the next episode of Conversando Fondo. Until then, have a great day.